All right, so today we're discussing the importance of vaccination, with specifically to COVID-19. So I will start with giving statistics on COVID-19 and how it's affecting not only the US, but the world as well. And then I will present a solution to COVID-19, well, the only solution to COVID-19, which is vaccination. Finally, I will explain how people getting vaccines will impact the course of the virus. So COVID-19 became this disease that changed the lifestyle of every person. According to the CDC, there has been 43,533,168 cases of COVID-19 in the United States alone. And there have been 723,955 deaths over the course of this pandemic, starting in January. In North Carolina, there have been 1,400,217 cases of COVID-19, and there have been 16,605 deaths in our state alone. A study that compared the amount of cases in Texas, California, Florida, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and North Carolina showed that California had the biggest number of cases, with Texas as a close second, which is an indicator that COVID-19 is affecting the states with the bigger populations more than states with smaller populations. But that doesn't mean it's not there. According to the World Health Organization, across the globe, there have been 233,503,524 cases since the start of the pandemic, and there have been 4,777,403 deaths. The data also shows that the United States had the most confirmed cases throughout the pandemic, totaling at 42,966,938, as well as the most deaths, totaling at 688,099. So for a solution to this issue is the COVID-19 vaccine, which is one of the most skeptical topics in the world right now. People don't really know how effective the vaccine is because for the longest time it was still in trial periods, and only recently was Pfizer FDA approved. But the CDC released a study showing that the vaccine is in fact between 80 to 90% effective in preventing hospitalization due to COVID-19, and it is in between 75 to 90% effective in infection. COVID-19 can be asymptomatic, so that means that you may have it and you may not even be sick at all, which getting vaccinated will protect you as well as everybody around you because of the fact that this disease is asymptomatic. Vaccines are one of the most safe and effective ways to prevent diseases because the government as well as the CDC are constantly testing these vaccines to make sure they are not only safe for the public, but they are actually effective in preventing the viruses or diseases that the vaccine is for. And people with weaker immune systems or people that have underlying medical conditions should 100% get the COVID vaccine because it's probably their only chance right now in preventing them from catching this virus. So I have this graph here which shows those 6 states that I mentioned earlier, those cases, and I really want to focus on California, which is this purple line here. The middle is the beginning of 2021 in January, and there is a huge surge here of these cases. But if you go over here to the far right, where it is today, this number is way lower than the beginning of this year because the vaccine was now released to pretty much everybody is able to get it if you're over the age of 12. So more and more people have been getting vaccinated, therefore these cases have been significantly dropping from earlier this year. And this graph is showing the vaccine effectiveness against hospitalization. It's kind of blurry, but it's between 80 to 100%, not really hitting 100, and just above 80, so that's why it is approximately between 80 and 90%. And this has two separate lines, but if you look at where both fall, it is in between 75 to 90% effective against infection. So in conclusion, getting the COVID-19 vaccine is the most effective and safest way to prevent catching this virus. There is no vaccine that is 100% effective in preventing any disease, but this vaccine in particular has a high effectiveness percentage rate against hospitalization and infection. So therefore, it's probably your best shot at preventing getting this virus. The more people that are vaccinated, the less that the disease will spread, because more and more people are protected against this virus. So less and less people will catch it. You could still catch it with getting the vaccine, but the likeliness is lower than if you don't. And not getting the vaccine will make you more susceptible to COVID. And since this disease is easily spread from person to person, as well as being asymptomatic, you are putting not only yourself but others at risk by not getting this vaccine. Now that you know just how dangerous COVID-19 is and how to prevent yourself from catching it, I hope that each and every one of you will get the COVID-19 vaccine. Thank you.